Hello, friends. Welcome to my first ever podcast. For one, am super excited that you have joined me today for this brief introduction of who I am and what this podcast is about. Because I'm sure at this point you're probably like, who the hell is this woman? And what is this podcast about? So, my name is Chrissy. And as far as who I am, well, I'm still figuring that out. And that's why this podcast was inspired because I love to talk. So, what better outlet to do it in a podcast, right? And I also love to listen to podcasts. They are my go-to. I'm in the car a lot. I work as a home health nurse. I'm in the car a lot. I'm listening to podcasts all day long. And one of the things that I feel like has been kind of missing is people taking us along the journey as they're going on the journey. Many of these people are super successful. They've got their businesses up and running. And so I'm listening to them give me all of the tools and the tricks and talk about the struggles they had. But there's nobody that's actually going on it. They're usually have already got past it. And I'm kind of still on this journey. I'm at the beginning of my entrepreneurial journey. I'm a few years into my spiritual awakening journey, but I thought, like, why not just take you guys on this whole path with me? The other thing I also realized was a lot of these people they're a lot younger. So I've been really feeling like I'm missing people who are in their 40s. I'm 44. I have a lot of information and a lot of stuff that I've been through. And so I've gathered a lot of information over my years. I have a lot to share with the world. And, for the longest time, I felt like it was too late. I felt like I couldn't do this because I had missed the boat. I'm in my 40s at this point. Society tells us we should have our career set, and which I do. I do have a nice career, but I want more. I want more out of life. I want to help more people. And so all of that inspired this podcast. So, uber excited here. So, what's it going to be about? Well, it's going to be about lots of different things. Spirituality is going to be a huge topic. All things woo woo. I love it. I love talking about the spiritual awakening journey, the purpose of life, the purpose of our souls, what we came here to learn, what we came here to accomplish. All of that is going to be included. We're going to talk a lot about personal development and emotions and how to manage all of that because it all kind of goes along together. So we're going to talk a lot about that. We're going to talk about trauma because everybody has had trauma in their life. I don't care who you are. We all have it. There's big T trauma. There's little T trauma. We'll go into that later on, but just know that we are going to talk about trauma. I'm going to throw astrology in there because, astrology is like my thing. I love to talk about it. Manifestation is huge. Reprogramming the subconscious mind, health and wellness and fitness. And I mean that from a sense of like the mind, body, and soul. Because again, all of this stuff just really goes together. It's all one and the same. We just call it different things. We just label it different things, you know? So those are just a few of the subjects. Of course, mental health, anxiety is going to be in there. Forgiveness, gratitude, like there's just so many things. Relationships are another big thing. There's so many different things that we're going to talk about, and I'm so excited to get started with you guys. The best part is that we're going to have guests on, and so it's going to be a mixture of just me and solo episodes and guest episodes. And these guest episodes, I've already got a lineup, and I'm so excited to start talking with them. I have people who are experts in their field, so they can really tell you different tips and tricks of how to get through this like human experience. We're going to hear their inspiring stories, how they got to where they are, what they're doing now. Just so many different, beautiful, inspirational stories out there, and I cannot wait to talk to each and every one of them. And I just can't wait to have you guys hear this. I hope it resonates. And that is my brief introduction for today. Don't mind the audio. I hope it's okay with you guys. I'm sitting at my dining room table on my laptop. I don't have, the equipment yet. I don't have the cool microphone or, the studio sound equipment stuff, but I figure like why not? Why not just go for it? And why not just do what I am finding joy out of? So that's where I'm at. Um, Stay tuned. These are going to be dropping every week on Mondays. is my plan. You might even get some bonus episodes thrown in through the week. But as for right now, that is what this podcast is going to be about. That is who I am. You will hear more of my story later on of how I got to where I am and all kinds of fun stuff. So until next time, I love you all so much. Thank you for listening. Please go ahead and subscribe to this podcast so you can be notified every time a new one drops. And until next time, I love you so much. And I hope you're having a beautiful day. Mwah.